Hello everyone and welcome back to our blind Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today we're going to continue asking the judge here his testimony. I just want to let you guys know that my throat has been very sore the past 24 or 48 hours. And I feel like I'm fine if I just talk, but doing voices and doing things with my throat may cause some difficulty. So bear with me today, be a little patient, let's have some fun. And if this episode ends up being shorter than most episodes, just because I need to take a break. But we'll worry about that later. For now, let's see how far we can go.
I suppose it's possible you can't see a seated person from the restroom window. However, that doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there when I looked. Anyway, I got to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. As I was leaving the restroom, I heard the loud bang of a gunshot.
Grrr. Hope you all having a wonderful, fantastic day today.
Well, it was that. Well, that is the testimony of the one who judges the crime of others.
Your Honor, could you try to state the important facts first next time? I agree. Before you go around judging others, you should learn to judge your own words.
I'm sorry. But honestly, I thought that sound was just a noise bumper until just now.
Now that he mentions it, right before we restarted the trial, he did talk about that.
By the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a papa going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson.
The most critical point in the argument is when did the judge look into the hallway, and whether that lines up when the gun was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details in your testimony.
Well, I suppose it's possible you can't see a seated person in the restroom window.
In that case, you could see that you were overconfident in your last testimony.
Now hold on there. I just said it's possible you can't see a seated person in the restroom this time. But you know something? I don't think you know when the fingerprints you referenced were left on the bench, do you? Well, yeah, proving that it's possible the detective was sitting. Well, I still have a problem with just when those fingerprints were left.
He's right. I have yet to prove when the fingerprints were left on that bench. While he feigns ignorance, His Honor has seen a lot of life. This judge, I mustn't underestimate him.
Well, however, that doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there when I looked.
As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at what point in the recess did you look into that hallway?
After I called for recess, I handled the change of prosecutor paperwork. Maybe about 20 minutes until we reconvene. Yes, that sounds about right.
Just as I expected.
Oh, what were you expecting? I demand to know what that old knowing smile is for.
Your Honor, that statement you made just now is very important. I'd like for you to append it to your testimony.
Alright, very well. If you insist. Well, let's see. I looked into the hallway about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene.
20 minutes before we reconvened. Very well. What did you do after that?
Well, let's see. Well, I had to make some preparations. I went straight back to the courtroom. I also had to track down a few pieces of paperwork for the various bailiffs.
So, you rushed back to the courtroom despite having just heard a gunshot.
Well, at the time, I thought it was just the sound of a noise popper. Really couldn't think of any other explanation than someone having a birthday party. But now that this has happened,
I see. Thinking back, the judge did mention some of that fact when we reconvened.
Well, anyway, we got to testify earlier about probably the most important detail.
If it's something that's forgettable, I don't need to hear it.
Heck, but all I did was forget to mention it.
That sort of excuse may work on other people, but not on Avant Karma.
Oh. Well, but such an important piece of testimony. Please give me a chance to present it.
Suppose I have no choice in the matter.
Well, as I was leaving the restroom, I heard the loud bang of a gunshot.
Your Honor, about what you just said.
Well, I know, I couldn't believe myself. I said bang with the gunshot. I heard it loud clear, and then went in and Jackson neck, and like this. Yes, just like this, with the way, yeah.
Oh, the dots. Your Honor, please remain calm when you're trying to explain yourself to me. It's really hard to keep track of what you're saying.
Well, yes, sir. Sorry about that. Well, now then, I must gather myself, yes. When I heard the gunshot, there was no one in the hall. You should know that I looked. There was no one there.
This judge's emotion circuits appear to be stuck on overreact. I believe that we finally found the flaw in His Honor's testimony. Yet sadly, he's completely oblivious to it. But I guess I can't really expect him to be aware of it. Well, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and fill him in. At least that thing finally came in handy. Indeed. Now let's see what happens when I present it to His Honor. So obviously it's this line here. Alright, 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Right before the trial was about to begin. And he said it was 20 minutes. That was easy. You're on.
Well, I cannot allow you to make an objection.
What? Yeah, what? Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection. That makes my head spin.
Okay, so I've been overruled.
Your Honor, there are simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste.
What do you mean by that?
You claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that is simply not possible.
Yeah? Mr. New Prosecutor, recommended by Manfred Van Eyck.
Instead of biting your tongue, why don't you just egg? I have no idea what just happened there. I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Francisca. Huh. Don't talk back to me, unless you want to be whipped in the back. With your height, you need a stepladder or four to accomplish that. Yes, the stepladder returns.
Mr. Edgeworth. My ears are not that far gone yet, I'll have you know. I can still hear you just fine. And I heard the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears.
Your Honor, I have here an interesting bit of testimony. It's from Detective Bad. And according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again.
Oh, what did you say?
Your Honor, you just said that you heard the gunshot about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. How do you explain this glaring contradiction?
Oh, that can't be.
Unfortunately, that is the truth.
But I heard it clear as day. Bang! Loud sound of a gunshot. Maybe it was a pup. But I'm pretty sure now it's probably a gunshot.
The sound of the gunshot. We keep returning to this point of contention. And that piece of evidence, I always did wonder why I found it where I did. However, now I understand what the gunshot the judge heard really was. Unfortunately, Your Honor, that is what really produced the gunshot you heard. It's the balloon popping on the cactus. I found this object in the hallway earlier.
Oh, what is that pink substance?
It may not look like it, but this is actually a piece of a balloon.
Well, I see. And I suppose you would like me to accept that pink balloon in the court record?
Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony.
What?
Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway when you heard the gunshot, and now there is no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at the time. Therefore, you believe he must have been at the crime scene, defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct?
Well, yes, that's exactly right.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun?
Huh?
I think I've said enough that even you can figure the rest out on your own. Your Honor, you were fooled by the popping of this balloon into thinking it was a gunshot.
What manner of trickery is this?
That was a good effort to put forth, Miles Edgeworth. But if it was me, I'd have wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified. Do you care to elaborate on how one ends something before it even begins?
Well, to be honest, I did think the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot sound. But who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this?
Well, that's true. One doesn't usually think balloons in conjunction with courthouse. I want to trade these coins with you. That's it. That balloon that girl was holding, it explains everything. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy.
Who knew that giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do? What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I will see to myself that he is released.
Wait. There are still a few things I have yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request your permission to further question Detective Gumshoe.
But why? I thought we just cleared his name.
Whether we did just now or not, I still cannot say. The only thing I can do for now is to continue my quest for the perfect explanation. And to that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occurred in the hallway.
Very well. Bailiff, please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom.
I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. September 10th, District Court, courtroom number 3. What is it now? Is it time for my trial already? I've already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it. I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe. No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that.
No. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that.
Why can't you guys be a little less judgmental?
Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part.
Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. We have yet to prove he is completely innocent of his crime.
I guess so.
Yeah? What are you guys talking about? In any case, I would like you to testify as to your actions while you were on guard duty. And please remember, you are not on trial. This is all just a part of the investigation. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony... Ow! My VIP will object loud and clear. If you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely. Understood? The dots. I gotcha, pal. Thinking back on the state of the crime scene and the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe is lying. And if I can't break his lie, then we may never get a break in this case. While I was on duty, I came down here to this courthouse on Detective Bad's orders. As soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard in front of lobby number 2. From that time on, till I heard the gunshot, I was in that hallway the whole time. On my honor as a detective, I swear it wasn't me, pal. He's still singing the same tired tune. In that case, I'll just have to change the melody. I know he's lying. It's time I pull the information I need out of him. The girl probably came along, and he was trying to help the girl, and that's why he wasn't there, right? I came down here to this courthouse on Detective Bad's orders. Starting to suspect Detective Bad is the one who did it. So, was it really Detective Bad who called you down here? You bet it was, pal. I was left in charge of the precinct while everyone was out, and this call just comes in. I want you down here in 1 minute flat, he said. Well, I thought this was my big chance, my first case, so I made a mad dash down here. Although I couldn't exactly get here in a minute flat. So, how long did it take you? About 10 minutes, I guess. And what was Detective Bad doing when he finally made it? He was waiting for me down on the first floor in the entranceway, pal. As soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard in front of lobby number 2. And by he, you mean? Detective Bad, of course. And this being my first time at this courthouse, he also walked with me up the 3rd floor hallway in front of the defendant lobbies. And did you meet anyone along the way? Just as we entered the hallway, we ran into Mrs. Yu. When we heard from Miss Yu that Mr. Faraday was not to be interrupted, well, that's when Detective Bad told me to stand guard in the hallway, pal. So far, Detective Gumshoe's testimony is matching up with Detective Bad's. From that time on, till I heard the gunshot, I was in that hallway the whole time. You claim to have been in the hallway the whole time. However, it is not a fact that you did something while you were in the hallway. Of course I did something. I guarded the door to lobby number 2, pal. What else? Very well then. And what exactly does guarding the door entail? To put it simply. Oh, I know. It was my job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch. Oh? And Detective Gumshoe, you mean to tell me that you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Is that really what you wish to testify to the effect of? You got it, pal. I didn't take a single step away from the door just like I was ordered not to. Oh, the debts.
Oh, the debts.
Oh, the triple dots. Why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden? Because we are all in shock and in awe of your utter stupidity. Scruffy, if you're going to lie, at least tell us a more believable one. Ouch! But I'm not lying. I should hurry up and bring the insipid testimony to a close. And until I heard the gunshot, I didn't take a single step away from the lobby number 2 door. I'm only going to ask you one more time, Detective Gumshoe. Are you sure you stood in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time? Yep, after I was told but to by Detective Bad. Stood guard in front of that door without a single break. so believe me when I say that was in the hallway the whole time already, pal. Oh, the dots.
The donuts.
Oh, this is getting very annoying, Gumshoe. Dots, remind me to dock your pay. Ah, why did everyone go so quiet all of a sudden again? Apparently, someone has a bit of trouble reading between the lines. Ah, what's that supposed to mean? I don't. It means everyone knows you're lying. Be quiet. Ouch! I should hurry up. I mean, it's yes, okay. On my honor as detective, I swear it wasn't me, pal. Would you also be willing to swear that there was no one else in that hall beside you? Ow! What are you talking about? I just swore to you that I was doing my job, pal. Oh, then why are you acting so nervous for? Oh, what? I'm not nervous at all, pal. Anyway, not a single person other than myself was in that hall the whole time. I should just let it go. Pursuing this train of thought at this time would just be a waste of time. To have such a foolishly foolish contradiction. It's such a foolishly foolish testimony. It's just plain old foolishly foolishness. Indeed. However, in the pursuit of the perfect investigation, I'm afraid we'll have to deal with it by squashing it under the weight of the evidence. This one. The Swiss rolls? Trying to say went to the vending machine. I have an objection. That's why I said objection. What is it, pal? Detective Gumshoe. I wonder if you might recognize this from somewhere. Hey, it's one of those thingamajigs. The courthouse special Swiss rolls, right, pal? Precisely. In that case, I suppose that you also recall this solid hallway bench. Hey, you know what? I think it was probably me that did that.
Detective Gumshoe. You know you can't go around dirtying up the courthouse like this.
You inconsiderate slippery pig! Eek! I promise to clean up later, I swear. Now then, shall we get down to business? About the fact you didn't move even a single step from the front of that door. If that really were the case, then how were you able to buy a pack of Swiss rolls? Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from in front of that door, how did you manage to get that bench dirty from your grubby hands? Ouch! It appears that Francisca's whip can do more damage than my words alone can. Alright. I confess, pal. I was hungry, so I bought a pack for myself, okay? Well, I thought I could shoot out again if anyone found out about me eating on the job. So I didn't want to say anything.
Well, unfortunately for you, I saw you do the whole dastardly deed. I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine.
Okay. I'm sorry for lying. But that's all I'm sorry for. You got that? Because I'm not holding anything else back. Well, that last statement, it may sound like it makes sense. However, there is something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information from us? Huh? Of course not. I got nothing else to hide, pal. Oh, if only that were true, Detective Gumshoe. But it is true, pal. I swear there's nothing else. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you're aware of the price of a pack of Swiss rolls, correct? Huh? Remind me again, pal? The vending machine out in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for $6 a pack. And yet, according to you, you didn't have any cash on you until you cashed your $5 annual bonus check. Isn't that right? Oh, let me ask you then, How did you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you provide me with a proper explanation to that? Arg! I told you I bought it by myself, pal. There wasn't anyone else in the hallway with me, so there's no one else who could have helped me buy it. Oh, the stubborn dots. Wait, don't tell me. You got some kind of proof that there was someone else in the hallway, don't you? I sure do. Correct. Well, as if you could. I mean, what are the chances of that? Wait, you do? Of course I do. What? How? What proof do I have that there must have been someone else there in the hallway? Ow, what the heck is that? Heh, I knew you didn't really have anything. You prosecutors are all the same, always lying to people. You should stop, you know? Wait, that wasn't it? I refuse to be lectured by the likes of you, detective. Miles, how long do you plan on being strung along by this moronic detective? I have no intention of falling for his lie because it was definitely a second person. Because it was truly all along, then that piece of evidence should not exist. I mean, it's the balloon. Ah! It's the Swiss roll again! Because this was dropped by the mysterious young girl. Oh, okay, I had to do... That's kind of annoying how I had to do the same evidence like multiple times in the same discussion. Hey, you showed that to me not 2 seconds ago, pal. You see, even Gumshoe agrees with me on that. I think you're under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of rolls. Wait, if you didn't buy it, that means you must have stolen it, you thief. What? I would never do such a thing. All you liars are the same. You started out as thieves. You're under arrest, pal. I believe you meant to assert that all thieves start out as liars. And in that case, what does that say about you, detective? Eric! This particular Swiss roll was dropped by a certain someone. All the 08 dots. There were 2 rolls in this package. You ate one of them, but you then gave the other one to a certain other person, didn't you? No way, pal! You got it all wrong. I ate both of them. Ah! I think we stopped the kick this time. Oh my god! Look at her! Oh! It would appear that we've caught you at last. And listen to the music. Hey, don't you dare do anything bad to that girl. It would appear that they do know each other after all. So why do you continue to come up and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow? I have a name, and it's K. K what? K Faraday. Faraday. Are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter? I'm not a you, I'm K. K. You know, good little girls don't kick other people. Especially not hard enough to lift big nasty bruises like the way you do. Well then, you should have put Gummy under arrest, mister. Gummy?
My guess is that she's talking about Detective Gumshoe.
What a cute nickname you've given him. Gummy didn't do anything wrong. K. K. It appears I will need to speak with her in a bit more detail. She is adorable, definitely. All right, well, let us... I do need to talk to her, but I guess we can look around first. That girl, she seems to know that scruffy detective. Maybe she knows something about him that we don't. Agreed. However, she seems to be rather uncooperative at the moment. She's like a sweet alley cat. Ha ha ha. I wonder if what would happen if we feed her. Perhaps I will try feeding her. Oh, that's a clever ploy.
Oh dear.
What is the matter, Your Honor?
Well, I claim to hand down fair verdicts by unfairly cast suspicion on the big fella over there. Will this have been a trial just now, or I destroyed his whole life? I am the guilty one.
We all make mistakes, Your Honor. To err is human, to forgive divine, they say. Although, if we were to make a mistake during the trial, then it would be quite unforgivable. Now, Fran. It appears that we caught you red-handed eating a Swiss roll. Ack! Look, I'm sorry about lying to you, pal. And, do you have anything else to say? I sure do. It was so fluffy and sweet and big. It was perfection, pal. It's totally worth every penny of my bonus. All the dots. I see. Well, good for you, detective. I can't believe it, but it's almost funny that a fool is this unbelievably foolish. Now then, Kay. Hiss! She's like a stray cat. I wonder if I should feed her something. Kay, I promise to give this to you if you would just calm down. Oh, a Swiss roll! It really belongs to you though, doesn't it? Yeah, I was saving it for Daddy. Oh, the exclamations. Oh, the exclamation.
Oh my!
Your father. He's... don't you say another word, pal. She doesn't know yet. Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. But I already know about Daddy. I heard the guards talking. Oh, poor kids. Poor kid. About Daddy. He's not here anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't protect him. Kay. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not cry. It's all right. Let it all out. Your father just passed away after all. I, myself, was also involved in a case at this courthouse when I was a young child. A case in which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. And all of my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed to fine ash on that nightmarish day. Even now, the wound festers deep in the depths of my soul. And ever since that incident, I dedicate myself to locking away every criminal I can. And now, to have this happen right in front of me, this child, feel a certain shared fate, a common bond between us. Miles Edgeworth, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you going to just stand there and watch a lady cry? You're right. Sorry about that. Okay. Here. How about we use this handkerchief here and dry your little eyes? Oh, poor kid.
No, my cravat.
Don't blow your nose on that. I feel better now. Thanks. Okay. Are you going to be alright? Yep, I'm already alright. Somehow, I highly doubt that. But I'm not going to push it. I promise, Daddy, I never cry in front of strangers. And you're a good kid, aren't you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right? Yeah, that's right. Even if I can't see Daddy anymore, I'm still going to keep all my promises. Aww. You're a very brave girl, Kay. You're a very good child for keeping the promises you made to your papa. I'll even testify that you didn't cry just for you. Oh. Thank you very much, lady. Ha, it's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all. It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Francisca is sympathetic to Kay's feelings. Your father. Kay, what kind of person was your father? Daddy was a hero of justice. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world. So, to you, a prosecutor is a hero of justice, huh? I suppose we are in a sense, as we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts from criminals. Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me my absolute favorite Swiss rolls. Oh? I want to be the hero of justice someday, just like Daddy. So I've been working really hard. I see. And what have you been working hard on? I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I made together. A promise notebook. May I take a look inside, Kay? Sure, okay. It appears to be an exchange diary of all sorts between father and daughter. Mr. Faraday's writing convey a sense of the kind of man he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later. Promise notebook jot down, okay. Thank you for showing it to me, Kay. I hope you'll continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father. I'm gonna try. Hey, Kay. So I'm a detective that catches bad people, right? That makes me a hero too. Yeah, you're really cool too, Gummy. Yeah, aren't I, Kay? What is with the two of them?
I ain't had verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero too.
Gotta love how even the judge needs to get involved in this. Yes, and thanks to your so-called heroic testimony, you almost painted that detective as a violent criminal and sent him off to jail.
I'm really sorry about that.
Gummy is not a bad man, okay? That poor judge. He's being treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice. It appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay. Yeah, we're friends. In that case, would you mind telling me a little more about him? I want to show, why is my mouse moving so slow all of a sudden? Oh, Daddy showed this to me before? Well, he was a prosecutor too, so it's only natural that he had one as well. Daddy would pin this badge on me a lot just for fun. Pinning a prosecutor's badge on a child for fun. Daddy said that if he put it on his clothes, a scary prosecutor would get mad. He also said that the scary prosecutor said it was more fashionable to not wear it. I wonder who that scary prosecutor could be. Maybe it's your dad? I wonder, could Kay be talking about Mr. Von Karma? Swiss rolls. I came here with Daddy for work and I wanted to eat with him. Daddy. She looked so sad and lost. I can't bring myself to make her recall any more about today's event. Oh, poor kid. Dick Gumshoe. So, I take it that you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier. Yep. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing in the hallway staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi. And when was this? Huh? Before everything got crazy? How long were the two of you together? We only talked for a little while. And then we went on our own ways. Hey, that's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while, and that's it. Oh, which means We have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess. Isn't that right? Ack! You got me! I told you to stop picking on Gummy, mister. Very well then. I'll just have to speak with a good detective in private later. Swiss rolls. Were you the one who bought the pack of Swiss rolls, Kay? I didn't really have a lot of money. And I somehow made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had. But that still wasn't enough, and I really, really wanted one. Come to think of it, she did come and ask me to exchange a handful of change for $1. And Gummy gave her one. That's so sweet. Gumshoe is so awesome. I know I said this before, but I said that Gumshoe is one of my favorite characters in the original Ace Attorney trilogy. And here, he's just even more awesome. And that's when you came and asked me to change your money, correct? Yeah, thanks so much for doing that, mister. Sure. But let me ask you, even with that $1, you still don't have enough, correct? Well, that's why. Hey, if you bully Kay anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal. Never mind you, that's the fun. Already at the vest. Yow! I sense that Kay is going to be less than forthcoming with this question. Sorry about your roughly thing. Yes, well, now that it's possibly drenched in your nasal mucus. Don't worry, Kay, I have a spare. So here, you can have this one. Aww, I've never seen Miles without that. But Daddy said, never take things from a stranger. It's one of the promises you made in your promise notebook, correct? Yeah, look, see, it's right here on this page. Kay's promise to Daddy. Promise I never take things from a stranger. Alright then, I'm not going to give this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home, wash it nice and clean, and then give it back to me next time we meet. Okay, Daddy never said I could have borrowed things from strangers. She is... Did you just put it back on? Oh, you must have put another one back on. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, he did say you have a spare. Uh-oh. I believe it is now crystal clear that you were with little Kay in that hallway. Kurt, I told you to stop being mean to Gummy. Miles Edgeworth, there is still something you have yet to resolve. I beg your pardon? You still haven't offered an explanation for why that man would lie to us. Well, that's... well... Huh? Gummy, don't tell me you lied for my sake. Hey, don't worry about it, Kay. Everything's gonna be okay. So that's why. So, what was Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying? If you can't explain that, then you can't call this a perfect investigation. His reason for lying is very simple. What? Here is what I believe to be his reason. From simple observation of the detective's actions and his interactions with Kay. It's obvious the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. Which piece of evidence proves that Detective Gumshoe was lying on account of Kay? I don't know. Never take, never go. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. Daddy's job is to make sure that everyone follows the rules. Okay, be a good girl and promise me that you keep your promise to me, okay? Love you, Daddy. Oh, that's so sweet. Lying on account of Kay. Lying on account of Kay. Is it the balloon? I don't really think it's one of the old pieces of evidence. This is that piece of evidence. What are you showing me that for? It doesn't seem to add anything to the conversation. I don't get what you're trying to say with that. Or do you just like showing it off? Are you gonna give that to me, mister?
I don't feel that the court needs to enter that into their court record at this time.
Eric, what is wrong with everyone? Why are they all teasing me all of a sudden? Although it's possible I made a mistake, and that's why. Well, now then, back to the topic at hand. Detective Gumshoe lied for Kay's sake. I didn't get any health off of that. So why did he lie? Because of a promise he made? Mr. Faraday, and Kay's promise notebook. How does this explain anything? If you could take a look at this page, it's clearly written that Kay should never take things from a stranger. When Detective Gumshoe heard about that promise, he tried to cover for Kay. All the dots! But the foolish fools of a foolish reason for a fool! Ow! Gummy, you lied because of me, didn't you? Ah, because I'm your friend, Kay, that's why. Yeah, because she wouldn't take anything from him because he wasn't her friend, so he became her friend. Gummy! At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now? I guess there's no beating you, huh, pal? Okay, I'll spill the beans. Or the goods. I've been standing guard for a while. Was getting really hungry. And that snack vending machine was taunting me. But all the cash you had on you was $5, and that wasn't enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item on that machine is a $6 pack of Swiss rolls. Well, yeah, but then, like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up. I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy, so I wanted to buy a Swiss roll, but I only had about $1 in coins. So we pulled my $5 and $1 together and bought a pack of Swiss rolls together. But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy said, well, Mr. Faraday's one scary guy when he gets mad. But don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, he bought it with me. So he didn't really get it from me, you know? Alright, well I guess he didn't say let's be friends. He told me to be okay. And he gave me a whole roll to save and give it to Daddy. Who knew that Scuffy could be so inconsiderate? He's very awesome, dude. Indeed. Detective, I take it that you then sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together. Well, yeah. We split the other roll and ate it right then. Oh, so they split it in half. Ah. And the sweet taste of that cake's chocolate? I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal. Anyway. Kay, I believe this also belongs to you. Oh, that's from the balloon I popped. It's bad manners to leave garbage lying around, Kay. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can blame you for that. I threw this one piece away. It was sitting high up on the windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once, I'll forgive you. But that balloon, I want to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose. And because of me, Gummy dropped his half of the Swiss roll. Ah ha 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 ha! Wow, you really got me there, pal. Aw, he's so adorable looking. So I thought maybe I should give Gummy this other roll. And then I saw you picking on Gummy, mister. So you kicked me, is that it? You sure are a feisty one. I'm really sorry, mister. It's alright. I'm perfectly unharmed. What about this Swiss roll? Would it be alright with you if I held onto it until Detective Gumshoe is cleared of all charges and free to go? Yeah, sure. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay? Of course, I promise. Now then, I believe we have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway for the entire duration of his duty, which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders.
Objection.
Ah, not you again. Actually, it proves just the opposite, Edgeworth. You just shown that Detective Gumshoe is the only one who could have committed the crime. What do you mean? And where did you come from? And were you listening at the door this entire time that we were talking? It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Miss You. I'm getting lectured on manners. I mean, I did say earlier that I'm sorry to suspect bad, but she's still got to be suspect number one, right? By a girl with a penchant for whipping people. Ah! For what? How dare you talk backwards to insolence? You're wrong, lady. Gummy's not the bad guy. Oh, and what have we here? What is a child doing in a courthouse? Bailiff, please take this child in. Ah! What, Miss Callista, you? That girl is Mr. Faraday's. I know. So what? You think that just because she's the victim's daughter, she gets to just run wild all around the crime scene? I think it's actually quite dangerous for her to speak nothing of getting underfoot. I suppose you're right. However, as long as we're in agreement to that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then, detective, you were in front of the door to the lobby number 2 the entire time, correct? Yeah. Yeah, but you see, it's obvious that it could only be detective. He is the only person who could have gone into lobby number 2 at the time of the murders. Arg. I have no counter argument to that. Don't worry, I've already put in the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest. Erg. But the investigation is far from over. Oh, that's right. I was going to speak with you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk to a suspect out in the open without a guard? Erg. I suppose it is. Well, as someone with more experience in law than you, allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on the criminal, or you may regret what comes of your negligence. Oh, Miles. I can't believe you letting this woman that's you like this. This is unforgivable as a disciple of our karma. Down, Tigress. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the results of your investigation. So, we're back to square one. Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe will be formally charged under all the circumstantial evidence. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we have yet to inspect. It's where Detective Bad and Miss Yu were at the time of the crime, lobby number 1. Alright, to be continued. I think that's a great stopping point. Yeah, that's an absolute perfect stopping point. Thank you for everything, my friends. I love you all so very much. And until next... Whoa, sorry about that. Until next time on a blind Let's Play of Ace Attorney Investigation Miles Edgeworth. I'm the FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel. So long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.